Atomic going for the pinch. He gets a clean one out downfield. But Vatira able to pick that ball up. Chicago demoed Rise on the back end, and he got plenty of time to respawn and get the ball back downfield.
Queso had the better chances so far, and they will get the first goal.
And is it too early to be worried for G2, Johnny?
No, I'm worried. I mean, every time we've casted this weekend, I brought a water bottle along with me. This time,
seconds. G2 going to try to keep this airborne. Chicago is in the middle. Atomic also there, but doesn't make contact. And now over to the corner, loose a bit, but easily killed in the final moment. Team Queso able to close it. Atomic, a solo play using the handbrake. How did he even have his flip after that long?
I mean, I suppose you call it an air roll shot, but wow, what a setup from Atomic. Completely impossible to predict. Getting the ball past two defenders in the goal line.
Vatira off the kickoff. Now have to respond. They just might. Joyo going in the air. He wants a pump. He's given the space to Rise. It's in, it's out.
What?
And somehow G2 keep the lead. Chicago pumps that ball away. JNAPS will get it out, but how did that ball stay out?
On the back wall.
Yeah, you see JNAPS cheating up, and gets bumped.
Wow.
You saw Vatira on the backboard. He was waiting. He's just waiting for JNAPS to leave the wall. As soon as JNAPS jumps, he's a fish in a barrel. It's easy target, Jorby. And boom, the bump clearing the goal line. Team Queso able to tie it up.
Now Team Queso resharpening the harpoon. Vatira gonna push that ball down. JNAPS ends up losing to Joyo. Joyo working across. Vatira, you see the rotation.
Air roll, the late flip, and now this shot barred down. And you wonder, I mean, it looked like Joyo might have been able to get a better hit than that. He might have given that chance to G2.
Definitely, he's looking to pop that ball up either for himself or one of his teammates to recover to, but Atomic pouncing on it. And that second man aggression is something G2 are gonna need to keep using. They've got to get two people involved in the attack. Earlier on in the first series, they were never overcommitting, they're never sending everybody, but they are always very aggressive with their second man, and that's what we usually see from them. My goodness, Atomic shooting in this game proved to be the difference. Hitting two shots, and that is a big deal for the player.
Early on, that second man challenge coming in quick, going for those bumps, keeping the demos, putting the pressure on Team Queso. Team Queso, they're fighting from behind, and another goal being dropped in by Chicago.
One from a boost starvation strategy, another one from an immediate kickoff win. Brilliant pass. And Chicago knew that he had a lot of the goal to aim at. Slots it in the middle.
And again, the kickoff game from G2 is superior to anyone they've played so far. Will that be the difference?
And Chicago again, game 3, crucial to finding those redirects.
Again, the kickoff game from G2 is superior to anyone they've played so far. Will that be the difference?
And Chicago again, game 3, crucial to finding those redirects. But here, he's one more off the bar. That time Atomic couldn't stink it. Popped up for Chicago. Queso's defense there to hold. But there's G2 stopping that transition, making it slower, forcing Queso to really think about how they're moving down the field. Joyo gonna let it drop. There's that patented Queso leave in the air. And that shot gonna be denied. It's flying back with Atomic, but it's return fire for Joyo.
He did all he could. Queso one goal back.
Yeah, an excellent effort from Atomic. But you also have to point out, JNAPS getting bumped there. If JNAPS doesn't get bumped, Atomic had done enough. But that bump connecting, we're starting to see that physical dynamic start to play out, and Queso has been able to make the most of it.
Chicago high in the air, but had to use the whole tank to get there. Queso moving down the field again. Kicked downfield by JNAPS. Loose ball, G2. Picking and choosing when they challenge the ball.
Atomic was positioned to prevent someone from jumping off the backboard. I didn't expect that to be a free ball.
Yeah, it's just a phenomenal pass from Atomic to go into the ceiling there. Backboard was defended, net was defended, ceiling route not defended. He picked out the perfect pass. And both Queso players, like you mentioned, thought the other was going to go for it.
G2, a comfortable lead now with only 1:30 remaining. Rise, try for the catch again on the flip. G2 are ready for it and send the ball back to the blue. That one just met. Queso able to get some contact on the ball.
In the first two, and now they're really getting their own play style working. They're being aggressive in the final third. Look at Atomic's pass. The backboard in the net defended, but nobody watching for the drop down pass. And that's where G2 want to be. That's where they need to put Queso. To make for Atomic in Chicago, JNAPS was in the net, but he decided to pre-jump, and had he stayed grounded, that would have been an easy save, but he's expecting a better shot out of Team Queso. He's expecting something to the top shelf. And actually, the fact that Queso have hit a slow one to the bottom left corner completely counters a pre-jump of JNAPS.
The change-up tripping G2 up. And Joyo really trying to utilize those mechanics to maybe start wedging a bigger hole through this G2 defense. JNAP's got the catch. He's got the boost to chase it. A demo on the backside.
Difficult to get the ball past. And the last-ditch saves weren't really something we needed to see from Team Queso in many of the matchups they've played, because they've been the aggressor, but G2 are the only team who have been able to match them for that pressure. They're able to back up Team Queso just as often as Team Queso.
Going all in on the offensive end, all three players giving it all. And a solid strike. Team Queso now in the lead.
G2 have not had any chances really to get out of their half. As Team Queso, since that timeout, who have had all the success. And full credit to them. It's not like G2 have made many mistakes. They haven't been making all that many errors. Maybe a shot that's lacking a bit of power here. Maybe somebody slightly out of position, but really nothing drastic that you would expect to cause a big difference. Pre-jump pass, and then a pre-jump dunk.
They're seeing the future.
How do you come up with this?
Improv. That seems to be the name of the game. I mean, Queso, we've seen them do it all week. G2 say, yeah, we can play the same game. We're all tied up.
And that was remarkable how many touches G2 had keeping that ball in their possession to make that work.
Oh, downfield. What a light touch from Chicago, and it's in the net. He forced the own goal. G2 have the lead.
Pressure play from G2 forces the own goal from Team Queso. It was Rise not reading the crossbar bounce, getting on the wrong side of the goal line and putting it in his own net. He knows somebody's going to be there for G2 to score if he doesn't do something, but he doesn't get the right side of the ball.
And talk about changing up the pace of that shot. Ventura was streaking in. If that was a hard shot, Ventura might be getting that block. This pace of that ball, throwing it off, giving G2 that chance.
Queso got to be careful. The wheels can't fall off the wagon. We're still within one, with plenty of time on the clock. Next up, Ventura. He sees his teammate downfield.
Might be able to close it out. It was a brilliant infield passing play, but then G2, the passes, the possession, it working out, taking this game, stealing it from Team Queso. They're close, but can they?
Opening goal.
How can you not love a G2 1-2-3 passing play, a staple of the RLCS for what has seemed like years, and they're pulling it out on the main stage.
Can this finally be the land that JNAPS takes? Can Chicago finally get a land victory? If they can keep this going for another 4 minutes, and it's gonna be a long 4 minutes, it will be sweet.
Oh, surely.
It will be great, and Atomic is behind it. G2, they got 2 on the board.
G2 piling on the pressure. They took the lead by 1 in the first series, game 7, and then sat back. They took the lead in this one and kept on going forward.
And Atomic scoring this goal. He has elevated his gameplay exponentially. That mistake lit a fire in him, and he has been bringing his A game ever since. But now a chance for Queso to get back in it, but Chicago able to break up that play.
Atomic revived in this second series. Ventura pushed off the ball. G2, you think they might be able to feel it, but Rise gets the push downfield. Oh, got that touch out. Rise able
to the last series, they need to settle down here. They've given themselves those 2 goals to go in front, 2 minutes and change left, but G2 don't want to make mistakes. If they're going to lose goals, at least force Queso to outplay you.
They get the ball down. Not the best touch from Ventura. The demo, the
it's
pass,
open!
the goal! Atomic again puts them up by 2!
And it's this demo!
JNAPS!
Joyo taken out by JNAPS, and Atomic finishing the job!
What a bully! Will not go down without a fight. Team Queso.
Demo!
JNAPS!
Joyo taken out by JNAPS, and Atomic finishing the job!
What a bully! Will not go down without a fight. Team Queso, they came out into this grand final. They got the bracket reset, but G2, they've held the line. And they're holding firm, stacking the wall. 2 minutes left for Team Queso to try to tie this up.
The aggression from G2 is the key. Now a misread coming through from Joyo. Obviously, Queso are going to follow up quickly on this.
Oh.
What a save! Atomic doing work at both ends.
Now the winter split.
I cannot believe it. Atomic, after a complete gaffe in Game 7 in the first match of this series, he has stepped up to the plate, and he has answered the call. He has been at the forefront of this assault for G2 in this second match.
Queso just have to throw everything forward. That's why they've conceded another goal. They might concede a fifth, but that'll get deflected wide by Vatira. G2, icy in Game 6, second time around. They got it all wrong in Game 7, but this time it has been unreal performance from G2. After a crushing defeat in the first series, they put